Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Now that we're getting into the time of the year that you should be pruning your crepe myrtles, that's usually always going to be the last part of December, January, February. It's when the tree's dormant, all the sap's drawn into the tree, it's got no leaves, it's just kind of completely shut down. And this is when you can make your cuts with the least amount of damage. Another really important thing to remember is that, you know, the bug activity is not nearly as hard right now. So you've got these young cuts, these fresh cuts. You don't have to really worry about a lot of heavy insect damage. So, but on a smaller one, the really important thing to remember is that you've got to decide first off the structure that you want, the height, and kind of the overall look that you're going for, and then you trim from there. You know, if it's really close to the house, you're going to want to trim the backside a little bit. You want to shape it, probably keep it lower so it doesn't get out of hand. Maybe if they're out in the open, you want to kind of let it grow and be more of a free flow. And in that case, you would want to just take care of things like your suckers down at the bottom and just kind of clean up. You can see we can kind of have already kind of cleaned up the lower part. And then there's other times where you want a completely manicured look. And that's when you would come in and you could actually kind of alter the size of the tree by making cuts on some of the main branches. And you got to remember that it's from these branches that your future growth is going to come. So you just kind of got to keep that in mind. What you don't want to do is make cuts super low to your forks, because that's what's going to give you that knuckling look, and it's going to give you that crepe murdered look. And it's just really unattractive. It's not healthy for the tree. And it's just overall, it's just not a very good practice. So remember that whenever you make your cuts, always, whenever you have your fork area, make your cuts really high up on the branch, far away from that, just to where it gives it a good clean look. And then when you're dealing with all of your small stuff, like clean all these little suckers off, you know, get them out of the way. They're not serving any purpose. They just take energy away, and it just doesn't look as good. So now, if you've got a really established one and a mature one, you might not do anything up into the canopy area. You just might kind of clean off all the dead branches, come and cut some of the smaller stuff, maybe get rid of some of the seed pods, stuff of that nature, and just leave the top canopy part alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just going to allow it to continue to get fuller and taller and continue to grow. So anyway, you're not going to kill the tree by trimming it wrong. You're just really going to affect the way that it overall looks in the years that follow those cuts. Whenever you do make the wrong cuts, it's going to take a considerable amount of time to kind of train the tree out of that and to recover it. Like I said, it's not going to kill it. It's just going to really make it unsightly. So there's a lot more depth and detail that we can go into with this. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So feel free to ask if you have any. And I hope this helps, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Y'all have a good day.